with simplysimplestamping.com. Welcome to another Now or Wow video. Today the cards I'm going to share with you are actually flashcards, so a flashcard Now or Wow. I really love how this came out. I'm using the flower medallion punch. Really beautiful punch. I did just a couple little extra things to make it a wow. Let's go ahead and get started with our cards. So to create our card, we're going to be using the flashcard system. Now I'm going to be using the new color Tip Top Taupe. Oh my goodness, this is my new favorite neutral color. I have this cut at 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. It's going to fit into a medium-sized envelope, so perfect for that. My flashcard pieces today are in pink Pirouette and Whisper White. So to start, we're going to use the flower medallion punch, and this one we have to get a little creative. What I want you to do is to take that Whisper White cardstock, push it in as far as it will go, but boy, it's a tight fit in there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to zoom the camera in so you can see. I'm going to look right there till I see the edge of the cardstock inside there. We're going to give it a punch. See what when I say it was a tight fit, boy, I was not lying to you. Very tight. So we're going to punch that out. I'm now going to come in with the Tip Top Taupe ink pad, and then I've got a You're in My Thoughts. I'm going to stamp that right down here at the bottom. Oh, so sweet. We're now going to take our pink Pirouette, and before I do anything, I'm going to take a 1/2 inch circle punch. I'm just going to punch myself a circle. I'm going to need that here in a minute. And now I'm going to adhere this onto the pink Pirouette, and then we're going to take a punch out of the center. So what I want to do, I'm going to cover up my little 1/2 inch circle there. Okay, did that fly just land in the camera shot? Oh my heavens, the flies are awful after all that rain. Okay, we're going to take the 1 1/4 inch scallop circle, and you're going to have to take it from the side, because if you do it this way, can you see it's going to cut things off? So we want to make sure we do it from the side. Do your best. It doesn't have to be perfectly centered. Don't worry, we're going to cut it. We're going to cover it, so it's all good. All right, so I have that done. Let me set that off to the side for a minute. We're now going to take this scallop and we're going to create it into a flower. To do that, we're simply going to cut one big long strip to the center and then 2 short ones. You can see I'm just coming right inside the scallop. So a long one and 2 short ones. Why 1 long and 2 short? Well, I don't want to cut them off. I want to be very careful not to cut them off, but this is going to create some really great petals, so we don't just have a scallop in the middle. So we're going to do that all the way around. I have one done. And now let's go ahead and stamp the edge of my card. I have got bordering blooms, and I'm just going to ink that up again with the Tip Top Taupe. I'm only using 1 ink pad, so that's kind of nice. Let me bring in my Stampin' Mat. And guys, we're just going to stamp this as a nice little border along the side. You're just going to love how fast this card goes together. It's pretty darn cool. Okay, let me now come in with some snail adhesive, and we're just going to adhere this right here on kind of the side there. Let me make sure I've got it centered. That looks good. Okay, now let's do some magic. We're going to take that wonderful little medallion punch. I'm going to take a couple dimensionals, and I'm going to put them right here. Just 2. 2 was plenty. And what I want to do, obviously I don't want to put it right where it was. We're going to go off so that that pink kind of shines through. There we go. We're now going to take that the little flower that we just made, just a little snail. We're going to put that on there. And that little circle punch that we punched out, let's go ahead and put that on a Stampin' Dimensional so it has some great dimension there. Guys, that is what I call a now card. Isn't that sweet? You can then kind of come, if you want, you can kind of fluff up those petals a little bit. Gives it even more dimension. Fabulous. Really simple card. You could even leave the sentiment off, add a sentiment as you need it. This is one you could create in a hurry. Now let's step it up a notch and make a wow card. So for my wow card, I stamped, all of this was exactly the same. You can see there's my little circle. Everything is the same there, but we're going to take the flower medallion. And this time we're going to take some pink Pirouette cardstock and we're just going to sponge the edges of that. Now I'm going to take that scallop that I cut in the exact same way. I'm going to sponge those edges. I'm also going to take the little 1/2-inch circle and sponge that as well. One last little step, and I'm going to take some of the Tip Top Taupe, this gorgeous scallop ribbon, and I'm going to do something really wild here. I'm going to take my craft scissors. I love these for ribbon. They just cut like butter with no raggedy edges. I have a wonderful little pattern to follow, so I don't have to worry about it not going on there straight. And what I want to do is I'm just going to attach this right here. We're just going to put it on the back with a little bit of snail. So what I'm going to do, and make sure I've got my right spot here, we'll put some snail here on the sides. And guys, I'm simply going to lay that down. It even has a little bit of stretch. I believe I have about 4 inches of this ribbon. Let me move it down just a hair. There. All right, so I've got that adhered down. Turns out I didn't have my adhesive far enough down. So what we're gonna do with this remaining piece is we're gonna just tie a little knot here on the side. I'm not worried that the scallop's not on this piece, because honestly, once we tie it in the knot, or just actually not even really in a knot, just tying it over once. Let's trim it down, it's a little long. You won't even notice that there is not a scallop there. Can you see? Very sweet. We're now going to adhere this onto our card. All right, all my pieces exactly the same as I did before. Again, we'll kind of lay it a little off center there. Now I'm gonna do one more little thing, and that is come in with some of the dazzling details. I just thought it'd be awfully pretty to just give the center of that flower just a little dazzle. Just like so. Now remember, when you're using the dazzling details, it does need to dry, but isn't that pretty? And then you could also, if you wanted to, you can come and you can put some of that dazzling details here along these little dots of your border. Very, very sweet. And guys, let me go ahead and bring in my finished one that is dry. So there is my now, and there is my wow. I love how these cards turned out. You know, it really didn't take a lot of extra effort to turn my now into a wow, although I have to tell you, I really do love the clean and simple look of the now card. I really do. Well, guys, if you need any of the products I used on today's card so that you can create your own now or wows, head on over to simplysimplestamping.com. I've got an online order button for you right there in the upper right-hand corner. Click it and I'll have those items shipped out to you lickety-split. Guys, thanks so much for being a part of Now or Wow, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.